Oh, okay.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I started entertaining when I was in high school. Through college, I went to Pace University. I played the drums as well as sing. Worked in a lot of different bands, a lot of groups. Did club dates. Opened my own nightclub. Entertained in my club. Then I created a restaurant chain on Long Island. Then the restaurant chain went on for 20 years. And then I sold it. Was getting kind of burnt out. And moved to Florida, and that's where I am right now. And on a whim, since I used to sing, on a whim I went to America's Got Talent, and I wound up in the final 48.
Did you expect to be so far?
No, I really didn't expect to get to the final 48, but, naturally I was ecstatic that I got there.
Well, when real talent competes, that's where you get, you know?
Yeah, so Howie Mandel is my biggest fan, so if it wasn't for him...
No, I'm your biggest fan.
Okay. All right, my biggest fan. So if it wasn't for Howie Mandel, I wouldn't have got to the final 48.
Well, thank God Howie Mandel's the judge, and not Howard Stern is the main one.
Well, Howard Stern was being Howard. He just didn't really care for my... he's a nice guy. Off camera, we have a lot of fun together. On camera, he's a bit tough. So him and Howie Mandel went at it on camera over me, and it was good television. So it was something that carried into the back room area. So it was legitimate. And the next night on the result show, Howard Stern gave me an apology on camera, so that was nice of him.
Did you see the live tapings?
Did I see what?
Did you see the tapings on the internet later?
No, I had recorded it, so I did see the show.
That was a good one, and I liked your act. Probably one of the best.
Well, thank you. I thought it was pretty good myself.
Well, it was.
Yeah.
Do you have any albums you're planning on making?
Not at the moment. I really don't, I really haven't been contacted, or did I contact any record companies?
Well, you have to. You're really a talented singer and more of an entertainer, and you definitely can maybe even be in movies. You have potential.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping all the exposure that I got on America's Got Talent, because we're talking about millions of people, that some opportunities are coming my way, and certainly I'll take advantage of them.
Do you plan on revolutionizing it in any way? Do you plan on going out to more events? Do you plan on competing in other things now?
Well, I'm waiting to see what happens. I've got some interviews. I got some possibilities of doing some events, and as a matter of fact, I have an interview at 6 o'clock today with the World Wrestling Association, so we'll see how that goes.
Wow, I heard you went on like a ferry to the Statue of Liberty. How was that?
Oh, that was a lot of fun. Went to the Statue of Liberty, went to Ellis Island, and I was on the top deck of the boat, the ferry, and it was a hot, sunny day, so I got a little sunburn that I didn't expect to get.
Well, you should have asked me for tickets. That's my dad's company.
Oh, what, the ferry?
Yeah, Gray Line and City Sights and Wide. Those are all one. They're my father's buses and boats. Then.
Well, that's good. Certainly we did take advantage of your father's ferry and enjoyed the trip very much. It was not only educational, but it was enjoyed.
Do you plan on moving again since your career has just taken off?
No, not really. My base will always be Florida. Wherever I go, I'll hang my hat. But my base of operation is going to be in Florida.
Do you plan on... Do people look at you differently now when you walk in the street than before?
Well, if I'm recognized, and I do get recognized quite a bit now. Certainly they stop me, and they sometimes want to take pictures with me, and they talk to me. So it's fun. I enjoy that.
I'm glad. So were you disappointed when you didn't make it into the top before that night?
didn't know what to expect. I was up against some really good talent. I mean, really, really good talent. And so I didn't really expect to be in the top four because because of the risk that Howard and Howie had. And plus the fact, I felt I was good, but the competition was real good. And so I really wasn't disappointed. Of course I wanted to go on. They didn't let on how many votes each act got, so I really don't know how many votes or where I stood in the standings. There was 12 acts, so 8 of us didn't make it. So I really don't know where I wound up amongst the 8. I don't know if I was.
Well, you got 10 from me.
I don't know if I was 5, 6, or 7 or 8.
You got 10 from me. I'll tell you that.
Well, thank you, Ryan. I got 10 from a lot of people, so that that's good for me, and I thank you very much for voting for me.
Do you plan on competing next year?
I don't think so, because I really couldn't do as well next year as I did this year. I mean, I went all the way this year, and for me to do it again next year, I don't think that they would let me do it because of the fact that I went to the final 48 this year, and they'll say we gotta let somebody else do it next year.
How does the procedure work to be on the show? You just submit a video and hope for the best, or do you call them?
No, they have an open audition. They have open audition where it's what they call a cattle call. Anybody can go. So, thousands of people go to these different venues that they have all around the country. And I went to one in Charlotte. And the one in Charlotte, they liked me, so they moved me up to Tampa. And Tampa's where I first got exposed to the judges. And then I got by Tampa, then I went to Vegas. And I got by Vegas. And then I went to New York for the finals.
I live in New York City, actually, and when I went to a few of the auditions because I'm a big fan of the show, and one of the people actually's act was putting on his pants backwards. So a lot of bad acts do go through. You know why?
Why?
I'm asking.
Oh, okay, now what act are you specifically talking about?
It wasn't actually aired because it was really bad. A person put on his pants backwards.
Put on his pants backwards?
Yep.
I didn't see that one. I really, I have no idea. When did you see it? What night?
It was New York auditions. It was actually the first day. The first night, I'm sorry.
The first night of the finals, right?
No, not the finals. I'm talking about the regular auditions.
The regular auditions, okay. That they had a lot of crazy talent on the regular auditions. So that was just one of them. They had guys showing his belly. I mean, they just had some wacky entertainment. But that they did for entertainment value for television, and it entertains the people.
Wow, thank you for letting me interview you. You're actually my first interview. I have in 2 weeks. I have like 8 or 9 interviews with celebrities, and I'm very happy that you were the first.
Well, thank you for letting me interview your questions, and certainly if there's anything you can do now with this interview, what are you going to do with it?
Well, right now it'll be posted on YouTube, and once it's posted on YouTube, being the fact that I'm interviewing a lot of people that I know that my friends personally like, my account should be getting a lot of views within the next week.
Okay, well again, thank you, and keep being a fan. I appreciate it.
Do you have any Twitter, Facebook, or a website?
I have a website, bigbarry.com, and my Twitter name, of course, you've been Twittering me all the time.
Yep, but I want it on the interview.
Okay, that's the letter I, Big Barry. That's my Twitter handle.
Thank you so much.